So all I'm saying is this is going to get sorted out in 2024. I'm not campaigning for Bowles. I'm not, being a Bowles cheerleader. But one thing I will say is this: he did see, I think, the train wreck on the offense coming, and from what I know, he told the offensive staff, Byron, especially since he's the coordinator, he's in charge of the offense. Hey, let's think outside the box here, because everybody on that offensive staff has just had the Arians playbook mindset, and the Arians playbook works, man. When you've got four weapons, AB, Gronk, Evans, and Godwin, you can't double team everybody. You can double team. You can take two of those guys away with a really good secondary. You can't take four. And with the offensive line that Brady had, remember, they could go five wide, right? And, put Fournette out in the slot, move Gronk out in the slot, flex him out, go five with an empty backfield. Because you had three Pro Bowlers. You had Donnie playing better in 2021. He had his best year. Kappa was playing well. He's in a contract year. And so when the offense lost those pieces, Marpet retires, Jensen's out on day 2 of camp, AB is gone, Gronk is gone. The directive that Todd Bowles said was, look outside the Arian system, watch some college film, look around the NFL, incorporate some misdirection, use some play action, find other things that we can incorporate into this offense. And I think that was Todd's way of saying, this is an old offense. This is an old playbook. And, if you're not evolving and changing in the NFL, you're going to get passed by. And I think that Byron just assumed, hey, with this playbook, man, it's automatic 30 points per game. And even Bruce has said that. And I love Bruce to death, and it's his offense, and of course that's his baby. But I'm just telling you, it wasn't 30 points per game. It was 18 points per game. That's a big difference. Mm-hmm. So the other thing was, the reason why Tom Brady really liked playing for Todd Bowles last year is because Bowles really wanted to run the ball. If you go back and look at Brady's Super Bowl seasons in New England, about half of those, the Patriots had a top 10 running game. And if you go back and look at some of Brady's statistics, they're honestly somewhat pedestrian. He made the Pro Bowl because in some years he threw like 5 or 6 interceptions and 28 touchdowns, but he didn't have these 40 touchdown seasons. He had one season where he threw 50, and a lot of them were, 28, 26, 30, touchdown seasons. It wasn't like this prolific passing game in New England. But Brady did not want to lead the league in pass attempts and completions again at age 45. But he did. He wanted balance. He wanted to be able to run the ball. And I think even Rick Stroud later in the season, probably in November, talked to Harold Goodwin. And Goodwin just about threw Byron Leftwich under the bus. We have some of these duo runs in the playbook and in the game plan, and Byron doesn't get to him. And there were some within
play caller. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. There were some within the organization that told me that Bowles at one point, I didn't hear this from Todd, so this is not from Bowles, but some other people have said that Bowles pretty much early in the season, I think it was after the Chiefs game, remember they ran 6 times for 3 yards? He said, we need to run the ball at least 20 times a game, okay? And he wasn't saying, like this is the box to check, but like, hey, if we're going to throw it 40, let's run it 20. Let's have some balance. And it doesn't mean run for 200 yards and pass for 200 yards. It means run for 100 yards, 120 yards, and then pass for 300 or maybe pass for 280, right? It's still a pass-first league. Bowles knows that. But a big difference between running the ball for 120 yards a game and running it for 70 yards a game, or in some cases less than 50 yards per game. And so there were people that tell me that a lot of those first down runs was Byron's way of checking the box. Well, just ran the ball. Can't get mad at me. Ran the ball here, ran the ball there. So bad. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. I'm not charging Byron with that. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying that is what I've heard from some people that were in the room, that they think that was the reason for a lot of the first down runs. And you go back and look at the statistics. I want to say is less than half of the games the Bucs ran the ball 20 times or more, even though that, I'm going to call it a directive. It might not have been a directive. It might have been a strong suggestion, but is it insubordination or is it just incompetence? I don't know. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's one or the other, but either one, it's damning and it cost Leftwich's job.